Hello, children. Children, we all know that the sun and the moon they live where? In the sky. And yes, the sun is very, very hot and the moon is cool. If anyone goes near the sun, is sure to be get burnt. And the man has already landed on the moon. Today, I, Kahaniwali Nani, am going to tell you a wonderful Indian fairy tale. And the story is the sun, the moon, and the wind went out to dinner. And children, let me tell you that you can hear more such interesting stories on my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed me until now, do subscribe. And yes, press the bell icon so that you never miss a new story from me. If you like the story, press the like button and send your comments too. You can share the story with your friend by clicking on the share icon. And children, now listen to the story. Once upon a time, far up in the sky, there was a big star. She had three lovely children, the sun, the moon, and the wind. Children, the star took care of her children. She would often teach them good things, good manners, to be generous and not selfish, to respect the elders. And yes, she was a strict mother too. She would punish her children for their mistakes. And children, the star had many, many magical powers. One day, they got an invitation for dinner. By whom? By the Uncle Thunder and Aunt Lightning. All the three children were very excited. Moon said, Mama, it would be great fun today with Uncle and Aunt. But the star said, No, my child, I cannot go along with you all today. But I am happy for all of you. Oh, how sad, Mama. You will be all alone today. Come, in the meantime, I'll help you clean and cook. And the other two, the sun and the wind, were also equally excited. Whole day they kept on talking about the fun they would have with their uncle and aunt. The sun said, You see, I am uncle and aunt's favorite, so I'll get to sit by them. And see, my mouth has already started watering, thinking about the yummy, yummy dishes we'll have in the evening. The wind said, No, no, son, you are wrong. I am their favorite. They love my windy way, and surely they will want me to sit next to them for dinner. Both of them kept on arguing and did not worry to help their mother. Only the gentle moon was helping their mother, and she was happy that she would be meeting her uncle and aunt in the evening. And children, before the evening, who came? Yes, Uncle Thunder and Aunt Lightning. They came to pick up the children. The star, their mother, bid goodbye to them, saying, Okay, children, have a good time, enjoy. And yes, come and tell me about your lovely time you are going to have with your uncle and aunt. Thunder and lightning carried the children with them far north. They were singing merrily all through the way. And by the time they reached, they were hungry. Yes, they became happy. Why? Because there was a huge table laid with all sorts of goodies. Seeing the table, the son shouted, Wow, cakes and pastries, laddus and halwa, ice creams and samosas, all my favorite dishes. The wind too shouted, Really, I can't wait to have them. And both the wind and the sun rushed to the table and began helping themselves. They began eating quickly as if they were hungry since years. And children, the moon, she was also happy about the food, but she was quiet and often thanked her uncle and aunt for the amazing food. Uncle and aunt said to wind and the sun, Children, if you can have everything, but be patient. Should chew your food well. Don't just gobble up. But the sun and the wind were gobbling their food, and soon their tummies were full. Then they both said to our uncle, Uncle, now we are full. Now we want to go back home. Moon had not finished her dinner. Her aunt said, Be patient, children. Let Moon also finish her meal. And then we will drop you home. But the sun and the wind became restless and started shouting, We want to go home. We want to go home just now. They made such a fuss that the thunder and lightning decided to drop them back home. And Moon, she also finished her meal. She said, Uncle, just a minute. What is it? Shouted the sun. But she went back to the table and asked her aunt to pack a portion of every dish for her mother. And the sun and the wind, they were shouting, Moon, come soon. We are getting late. Come soon. Soon Moon came, and thunder and lightning took them back home. Their mother, the star, was eagerly waiting for them. Children, even when you are out, when you come back home, your mother becomes happy. She will always be waiting for you. Now, Star was also happy. She hugged them and said, So, children, had a nice time with thunder and lightning. I missed you all a lot. Now, tell me all about your fun. The sun and the wind were indifferent to her. They did not pay attention to what the star was saying. But the moon said, Mama, we enjoyed a lot. Mama, uncle, and aunt served us with yummy, yummy, tasty food. I wish you would have been there. I missed you a lot. Mama, I did not forget you. I bought something for you. And then she gave her mom a plate full of goodies. Star was very happy and blessed her. And then she turned toward the sun and the wind. How about you, children? What have you got for me? But both of them said, Why should we get anything for you? If you really want it, then you should have also come with us. Hearing this, their mother, Star, became angry. She was hurt, she said, and said, Children, I am your mother. I care for you, look after your needs. Have I not taught you to respect your elders, not to be rude? Instead, you should be polite. How selfish you both are, thinking only about yourself. The wind said, So what, Mama? We enjoyed. Now don't spoil our mood by lecturing us. Listening this, the star grew furious. She said, You both, the wind and the sun, you should be punished for your selfishness and rude behavior. I'm sure you must have not even thanked your uncle and aunt for the lovely treat they gave you. You shall be punished. And she turned towards the sun and said, Son, your punishment is that now onwards you will be hot, so hot that everyone will try to avoid you and no one will come near you. They will dislike you for your hot nature. And then she said to the wind, Your punishment is that henceforth people will avoid you in winter, that is the cool wind, and in summer, that is the hot wind. And then she hugged the moon and said, My dear child, I have a gift for you. You shall be serene, beautiful, cool, and calm. Everyone will love you. So, children, from that day onward, the sun became very, very hot. Yes, and the wind was avoided in summer as well as in winter. And the moon became calm and cool, beautiful as ever, delightful in the sky. So, children, you must have well understood. You should speak politely, respectfully to your elders, and if you go out, then do not forget them. If possible, do bring a gift for them. You should be generous, sharing, calm, and helpful like the moon, and not rude and selfish like the sun and the wind. So, children, how did you like the story? The sun, the moon, and the wind went out for dinner. And children, we'll meet you again next week with a new story. Till then, goodbye. Take care.